Ooh, so the CIG UK's group financials are out. How did it go? I'm sure it's all great. I'm sure it's all fantastic news. Or not, maybe it's everything a lot worse than it seems. Guys, as always, if you enjoy the content of the channel and you're having fun here, let me know, subscribe, let me know what you're thinking. Are you playing Star Citizen? Have you stopped playing? Are you just trying out again? Okay, so key facts, figures out of UK filing. Right. Courtesy of Matsty. Yes, financial operation of CIG, separate corporate, so it's a separate entity. Total group, key financial findings. Revenue, £48 million. All right, up from 2022. That is to be expected, I assume, because these are the 2023 financials, right? Correct. So these are up from, no, these are, 2023. This is up from 2022. So, yeah, it's a couple years back. Costs, wait a minute. Costs and revenue? Net loss, £8 million? They lost $8 million compared to $8.5 million profit, £8.5 million profit. Yeah, that sucks. That's not good. Again, this is just a UK, but everything was moving to UK, right? Wasn't it the case? They closed the LA office. Cash reserves down 33%. God damn it. Now it makes sense. I don't want to say I was right, but of course I was right. You know, they are desperate for money. They're desperate for cash. That's why you see all of these stupid, one after the other, ship sales or Atlas robot sale, or just sell something, or a cup holder, whatever they can sell, they will try to sell. Staffing and operation employee count, 854, up from 2022. UK took over primary Star Citizen development from US. So even though this is not all, this is the primary office for CIG. Acquire remaining 75% of Turbulent Media. Spend $15 million. Critical dependency, $11.8 million in credits. All right. Oh, that's a lot of money in subsidies. Without these, the loss would be $20 million. Dude. Burn through $7.8 million in operations, generating 4.2. They're losing money. They're bleeding. They're bleeding out. That's why they're desperate. Qualified audit opinion. PwC issued a qualified opinion. Serious issue in accounting terms. The qualification concerns on unrecognized liability, a put option allowing certain shareholders, CalDers, to force CIG to buy back these shares. Potential liability value between $30 million and £44 million. That they were unable to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence regarding this balance. PwC implicit notes that they did not receive all the information and explanations, so they're kind of trying to cover things up a little bit. Post-report finding, January 2025, issued 247,000 new shares to an existing shareholder. March 2025, drew down $10 million loan from an existing shareholder. Loan repayable December 2027. Yeah, they're definitely in financial problems, it would seem. It is bad. Financials and CIG are very, very bad. This is for all of the suckers out there, all of the ass lickers out there. You don't know what? Yes, I do. I do know what I'm talking about. It was self-evident. You could smell the stink of desperation in everything they would do. The desperation of marketing, of shilling, of promoting and selling without anything. Okay, I'll buy, but fuck it, what am I gonna play? Oh, we have a lot of copy-pasted content. Dude, we need more. This is not enough. We don't have real exploration. We don't have any decent progression in the game. You don't have any base that you build upon, and you have any sense of satisfaction by keep playing this year after year. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, everything's going to be fine. Well, no, obviously it was not. It was not going to be fine. And as I've said a number of times before, I will be very happy if CIG is still around by the end of this year, which I hope they are. I will be not only happy, but I will be actually surprised if they're still around for the next year. All right. Both games remain in development. Squadron 42 cannot be released to the public in alpha or part finished form. Star Citizen described as being on road to commercial release with regular alpha releases. Yeah, so much about that. No specific release time provided for either game. Noted that 2026 is not an official release date window for Star Citizen or Squadron 42. They're polishing that turd like never be. You know, it's going to be the most polished turd the world has ever seen when Squadron 42 finally comes out. These are the factual findings for the report. The financial picture shows increasing costs, declining cash reserves, and continuing reliance on both tax credits and investor funding to sustain operation. The qualified audit option regarding the unrecognized put option liability remains a significant concern for the second consecutive year. Oof, yeah, it's a large one. It is bad. It is so bad. You can't keep going like this. You cannot keep. What is it that they're losing? How much loss is it? How much money is it that they lose? Employee count. Net loss 8.4 million. $10 million of loss for 2023. So they went from making money in 2022 they were making money. A little bit of money. And it makes sense because that was prime Star Citizen. That was the shit. That was when everyone was believing and no one caring that the game would never be finished. You fucking haters, screw you all. I love that I've said these words myself. Imagine that I said these words myself. Fuck you. I don't care that the game will never be finished. Look at all of the awesome things we're getting. And then you realize that no, that's about it. You won't see any more new things. Nothing is going to get better. It's actually going to get worse. And you'll get nothing new. That's a big problem because it's not about if they finish the game or not. And honestly, most people playing Star Citizen, they don't even care about Squadron 42 either. But they do care about, can I have fun? Can I please, pretty please have fun in this fucking game I've been funding like nothing else in my life? This game related. Can I please enjoy playing this thing? No, sir, you will not. You will not have progression. You will not have any significant new content. You will not have any exploration. And you know what? We will just strip away the only thing that was fun, which was flying ships and doing ship combat. And that's why you're seeing these results. It was evident. It was obvious. And it was so much obvious that there you have the numbers. 8.5 profit for 2022. 10 million loss for 2023. And oh my God, we don't want to see the numbers for 2024. They must be fucking brutal. Okay, guys, subscribe if you appreciate the honesty. If you want to start playing Star Citizen while it's still around, don't spend a lot of money. Just buy yourself the fucking tiniest little starter you can. And yeah, you can use the referral that I have there below. It's going to be all white very soon, but you know, who knows? Maybe you get something in return. $5,000 of the money. Anyway, see you later. Have a good one. Take care.